Brooke Fisher with Beauty Marks, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what they do and what their services are and everything else. So, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, like she said, I'm Ashley Collins. I originally graduated from Murray State, and then we ended up coming back because we just love Murray so much. And I started microblading about 5 years ago, and then I kind of added on a few services. So, but I do focus on brows and lashes, so I offer microblading or permanent makeup of the eyebrows, and then I offer henna brow tinting, and then any type of facial threading, which if you don't know what threading is, a lot of people have never heard of it. It's just a form of hair removal using only cotton thread.
I love it. Get my eyebrows done. She does something. She's great.
She's
So Brooke, tell us about you.
So hi, I'm Brooke. I moved to Murray back in 2015 for college. I ended up kind of doing my beauty school and college all at the same time. I would go to college for a semester, and then on a break I would do beauty school for a couple months and then go back to college, and that's how it happened. But right at Christmas time of my sophomore year, I graduated beauty school and got my license, and I started working at Profile Salon here in town. They were the best first salon to work at. And then through college and grad school, I have a bachelor's and master's in social work. And then after I graduated from grad school, Ashley started coming and getting her hair done with me. And she said that she was opening up this cool place and she was going to need a hairstylist and a manager, and she said that I keep her thoughts put together well. So
Everybody needs one of those.
yes. So I'm one of the cosmetologists here. I specialize in lived-in color, any type of blonding, natural hair colors, but then I also love doing some fun fashion colors. I do.
She also does my hair.
I've got Kimberly hair before. Then I also do brow laminations, which a lot of people also don't know what brow laminations are. That's essentially like relaxing the brow hairs to go in whatever shape that you want them. I know the fluffy brow trend is in, and that really helps your brows look nice and fluffy naturally.
Check into that.
Yes. And then here soon, really exciting, I'm going to be starting tattoo freckles.
Oh my gosh.
So Ashley actually did my full face of freckles, and I loved them. And so I got all the stuff, and I've taught myself how to do tattoo freckles. And so that's where we are. That's where we're going.
And you also do events.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot the other part of my job. I do. I'm also an event, wedding photography, hairstylist, and makeup artist. So if you have a wedding coming up, a special event, prom, if you're getting a photo shoot done by anybody and you just want to look pretty and not have to do it all yourself, I do all of that fun stuff too. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I know you have a lot of other services and everything within Beauty Marks. What other services do you have?
Yes, so we actually have a nail artist. Her name is Violet Hanish. We also have a photographer. Her name is Cheeky Simmons.
Love Cheeky. She did our Dogs and Donuts pictures, so you might recognize the name.
And then we have Monica Roselle. She and our new sweet renter, Caitlin Clapp, they both also work out at the New Wave Salon in Mayfield a couple days a week, and then they're going to be here a couple days a week so that they can kind of flip-flop with some of their Paducah Mayfield clients and some of their Murray Paris clients to where people don't necessarily have to travel as far. So, but they are in our back room. Monica does hair. She does hair colors, haircuts, men's cuts,
extensions,
kids cuts. She does hair extensions, and then she also does lash extensions. And then Caitlin Clapp, who is going to be starting here very, very soon. I believe here she's only going to do lash extensions.
and lifts.
And lifts and lash lifts. She's going to be doing lash lifts also, which is kind of like the brow lamination. You just naturally lift your natural lashes. Yes. But then I think in her other shop in Mayfield, she also does some hair, but I could be wrong on that one.
So how did you come up with the name Beauty Marks?
Oh man. Well, originally when I started microblading, I was of course it was just me. And I wanted a name that would encompass the face.
Okay.
But not kind of pigeonhole myself.
Right.
And my husband is really good with coming up with names. So I wrote down a list of words that were kind of applicable to my industry. And then I sat down with my husband and he was like, what about beauty marks? And so it was originally Beauty Marks by Ashley when I was just by myself. But then when I decided to kind of expand and have other people with me, it was actually my idea to add the ink at the end. But it's a little play on words. Instead of incorporated, it's ink, I-N-K, because of the tattooing that we do. So
I love it. So what is your favorite thing about Murray?
how about I just tell you what Dave and I said to each other when the opportunity arose for us to move back.
Okay.
We told each other, we looked at each other and we said, you know what? There's no better place to raise kids than Murray, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that just kind of encompasses everything that we love about Murray, about, you know, it's a good place to raise kids because it's friendly, because it's tight-knit. And you know everybody, you get to know people. And I'm not from here originally. I'm from Nashville. And so, of course, I kind of felt like an outsider initially. But even only 4 years in permanently here, I have made so many connections, so many friends. And I feel like even having lived in Nashville for 18 years, I didn't develop near the amount of relationships there because it's so big. You're a really tiny fish in a really large pond. And here, you get to know everyone. You know, you work on a client and you're like, oh, I know her sister and you are my cousin. So it's nice to be able to make those connections and those relationships with your clients, and you see the same faces in and out. You know, we share a lot of clients, and so we just have a lot of that connection, and that's what I love about Murray.
See, I feel like I'm kind of the opposite. She came from Nashville to a small town. I came from an even smaller town. I came to Murray and I said, I've made it. I'm in the big city. They have shopping here. You could go to somewhere other than Walmart and buy clothing.
True.
Amazing.
True.
And they had sit-down restaurants, more than 2.
Where did you move here from?
Well, if you want to say encompassed of it, like Muhlenberg County, Kentucky as a whole. But then if you really look at my tiny little town of Graham.
Okay, I've never even heard of Graham.
Exactly. So it came from, you know, I knew everyone in Muhlenberg, and of course going to college, you always want to move out. And I came to Murray, and I always thought I wanted to end up in a big, massive city. And that was the thing. I came to Murray, and I said, it's still small town vibes, but it is the nicest town and the nicest people, and like everybody here just makes you feel at home. And especially when we moved in downtown, like so many people stopped in and gave welcome baskets and introduced themselves, and like the amount of people in the community that just stop in and say hi. And I know whenever I bought my house out here, the amount of people that stopped by my house just to say hi and welcome, I was like, what is going on? But no, it really is like the nicest town I've ever been in, and I cannot see myself living anywhere else.
I agree. So last question, if people want to find you, where are they finding you? Location, social media, all the things.
So as far as brick and mortar location, we are located at the corner of 3rd and Main. Our address is 300 Main Street. We are right next door to State Farm. And then website is www.beautymarks-inc, that's INK.com. And we actually are in the process of getting a new website where we're going to include everyone's information. But for now, you can find a lot of information about the salon, the different services, and then the artists that we have there as well.
Another thing, check out our social medias. If you go to, especially if you just search Beauty Marks Inc. on any social media, she will pop up, and then I know in a lot of her pages she has us directly linked. All of our direct business profiles. And then if you click on any of our profiles, we all have our own booking links or websites with information. Or if you just Google Beauty Marks Inc. or whichever one of us is in here, we pop up.
Well, thank you so much for doing this with us, and y'all check out Beauty Marks Inc.
Come see us.
Bye.